You guys ever wondered how many fish you can catch in Minecraft in a singular hour? Probably not, but today we're gonna explore that. First fish of the day, boys. It's a good one. It's a good day to be alive. Who's up, tugging on their rod? Oh, that's not a fish. That's not a fish. I didn't catch a fish. That's fine. It's fine. We have an hour left. There we go. There's number one. We're here for a while. All right, we're 1 minute in, and I have caught a bone, a salmon, and a tropical fish. Let's keep going. Yep, cod. Yep, cod. You just suck on that cod all day. And I brought some stories along to tell because I figured if we're going to fish, it's only appropriate I tell some fishing stories while we do this. So I grew up in Louisiana near a large city near New Orleans. And there's a 25-mile bridge that spans an entire lake. Now, me and my dad would often go fishing together. And he had a friend who owned a boat. So when I was about 6, maybe 7, he took us on this boat to go fishing in the lake next to the causeway. And everything was great. And I love these fishing trips because every time we go, we wake up at like 4 a.m. My dad buys me breakfast and he gets like a whole pack of Snickers to put in an ice chest for snacks later. And for whatever reason, I don't know what the ice does to them. I don't know what the water does to them, but they taste so much better when you're fishing. So anyway, we get into the boat. We cruise out. We're on the lake. We cast out. It's going great. I'm not catching anything. I'm 7 years old. I don't have patience for this. No 7-year-old's going to sit there for 4 hours and just fish. But that being said, we stopped next to the causeway once, right? And it's probably a good 40 feet above you. Cars are flying by. The speed limit's like 65. It's massive. It's massive. Apparently, fish like to congregate around the bridge and like their big pillars into the water. So we pull up next to it. And I take my rod and my reel and I chunk it as hard as I can. And I'm like, oh, that was a good cast. Like this one's going far. We're gonna be in a great spot. And I'm watching it, and it's going up, and it's going up, and it's not coming down. And I see it land right over the top of the concrete lip on the road, like 40 feet above me. And it just sits there. And I'm like, I'm either about to catch a car or my dad's going to push me in the water for fucking up this bad. Nothing happened. I didn't catch a fish off of that. There are no fish up there, in case you were wondering. Shout out Mr. Paul. Love his boat. I would shout out the causeway, but I hate that bridge. I got another fish story. Oh, we got a lily pad. So this is the same group of people. It's me, my dad, his friend that owns a boat. This time we're in a fishing camp in like South Louisiana. We're going to go to the Gulf. And so me and my dad drive in the night before. We all wake up at 4 a.m., get on the boat. The weather's good. It's a little cold. And if you've ever been on a boat while it's cold, even like the slightest bit chilly, you're miserable. You're bundled up like this, like fighting for your life against the open air because there's no glass or there's no inside to protect you on most fishing boats unless you're, a gazillionaire and you own a yacht or a sailboat and there's a lower deck. But I'm shivering. It's cold. And we get out to the bait shop and we head out. And so it's about an hour and a half maybe to get out to where we need to. And everything's going good. The weather's feeling great. And we park. So we fish for maybe like 20 minutes before we see these huge storm clouds start to slowly roll in. And so I'm thinking, this is, maybe it'll disappear before it gets to us. Maybe it's just gonna fizzle out. No, they get darker, they get worse, they get closer. And so about 5 minutes before the rain was supposed to start, we make the executive decision to head back because you don't want to be stuck on the open water in a rainstorm, especially in an open boat. So we, pull up the anchor, get everything together, kind of tie it all up just in case. Well, we start heading back, and remember, it's about an hour and 15 back to like any sort of civilization. We're driving, and all of a sudden something hits me in the head, and it hurts. It's like getting shot with a paintball gun. And I'm like, what was that? Did a fish just jump out at me? Like, did my dad hook me on the side of the head? Do I have a hook sticking out of my head? No, it was rain. And that one drop turned into 5. And those 5 drops turned into 10,000. And it just started to downpour. And we just had to hunker down while we powered through with the boat in the most miserable scenario I've ever been in. I was shivering. It was cold. The rain was hurting my skin. It was just like being pelted with rocks and pebbles. The rain cleared up. We decided to like head home because we were stuck at the tackle shop all day. So we had to get the boat back to the cabin. Like 5 minutes outside of the cabin, there's this boat stopped with 2 women and a man. And they're like waving us down like this. And we're like, okay, what do y'all need? And they're like, y'all got pliers? And we're like, why do you need pliers? We look at the woman and she's got a full-on hook through her nose with the shrimp still attached to it. Yeah, I'm sure they had a great rest of their day. I hope they're doing well wherever they are. It's been 10 minutes and this is our haul so far. We've got 2 bones, 6 salmon, 2 clownfish, 13 cod, a saddle, a puffer fish, a lily pad, and a conch shell. It is relaxing to just sit here and tell my fishing stories though. Yep. Oh, let's go. A new rod. Yes. Upgrade. All right, 14 minutes in and we've upgraded our rod. Least favorite fish to fish for by far is bass, because these fuckers will just, you'll throw your bait in and you'll sit there and you'll like slowly reel it to make it look alive, right? You're teasing them. You're making them believe that it's a real little worm, and they'll be like, oh yeah, right? And you'll see it just stare at it, and he'll just stare. He'll just watch like this. All right, 20-minute check-in. We've got 3 bones, 14 salmon, 3 clownfish, 28 cod, a saddle, 8 pufferfish, 2 lily pads, a nautilus shell, 15 salmon, another saddle, a tripwire hook, some string, and water bottle. If you're fishing, life is good. If every day I could wake up and fish, I would. So we grew up on our family property. I don't want to call it a compound, that makes it sound bad, but just a bunch of land that has been in our family for 100 years. We have a 100-year-old pool, and it's cool. We have a photo of a bunch of people from like the early 1900s all hanging out on this piece of land next to our pool, and they used to have like a bowling lane, like shuffleboard, and we were like, what is this? And so we look on the back of it, and it's the King and Queen of Norway, I believe, visited our property, and like they were doing a tour of New Orleans, and my family invited them over to come visit our property, which is just fucking nuts. Like, so I'd like to call in my favor from the current King and Queen of Norway. I know that doesn't really exist anymore in their government, but if you're out there, I would love a trip to visit you guys. You guys owe me. We crossed the 30-minute mark, and we're up to 3 bones, 25 salmon, 3 clownfish, 45 cod, 2 saddles, 13 pufferfish, 3 lily pads, 2 nautilus, another fishing rod, some leather, an empty bowl, a tripwire hook, some string. What did the lure say when he couldn't catch a fish? He said, I feel like such a fail lure. Why are fish so smart, guys? Anybody? It's because they swim in schools. What do you call a fish that won't shut up? A big mouth bass. Why did the vegan go fishing? Just for the halibut. Why are fish so gullible? They fall for things, hook, line, and sinker. Where does a fisherman go to get his haircut? Plenty of people ask this. The barber shop. Guys, why didn't Noah go fishing on the ark? Because he only brought 2 worms. How do fish get from one hole to the other when they play golf? A big golf carp. All right, we're 46 minutes in, and we've got 3 bones, 37 salmon, 4 tropical fish, 64 cod, 74 cod, 2 saddles, 16 pufferfish, 3 lily pads, a nautilus shell, some enchanted books, some enchanted bow and arrow, fishing rod, saddle, tripwire hook. I'm out of fish jokes though, so don't expect any more of those. We've got 12 minutes left. We've done it, chat. We've made it to the end. We're slowly approaching our destination. Realistic, baby. The bobber went under. I clicked and nothing came out. What the fuck? Can we get one more before the timer ends? Come on. Get one more before the timer ends. Come on. Yes. We got one more. Can we get one more? About 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8. We got one more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge over. Holy hell. So I think I just broke the fishing record for Minecraft. In case you were wondering what the haul was after 1 hour of straight fishing, it was an enchanted book, another enchanted book. So That makes 5 enchanted books, 3 enchanted bows, 1 piece of leather, 2 enchanted fishing rods, 2 saddles, 3 tripwire hooks, 1 name tag, 1 empty bowl, 2 water bottles, 2 nautilus shells, 5 lily pads, 1 string, 3 bones, 43 salmon, 5 clownfish, 64 cod, 93 cod, 26 clown pufferfish, not clownfish, pufferfish. What a journey. What a journey that was. Try this yourself. Please do. If you can beat my haul, I'd love to see it, but sorry, I don't think anyone's beating this.